everybody, it's Star. Today's video I'm sharing what I eat in a day, and I like to start my mornings with fruit, a glass of water, and some tea. This particular day I was having raspberry leaf tea, which is really good. It has a lot of health benefits such as boosting your immune system, reducing inflammation, it protects your heart, it has some supporting metabolism benefits as well as regulating your hormones and preventing nausea, and it's really good for administration for women and your fertility and things like that, your reproductive organs. Also, as you can see, it's in bulk. I like to order it like that. I got it from Amazon, and it's also dried, so you have to use a strainer in order to make a good batch of tea. So this is what I'm doing. Normally it will be about a tablespoon, but in this point in time I just grab it from my hand and just put it inside. I'm gonna let that sit aside as I go ahead and chop up some fruit. I decided to have an apple and some clementines. I only ended up using one because I took it apart and then I was like, one should be okay. And normally I go for a different variety of fruits. I don't have a specific routine. I also add in some fresh cut watermelon as well. So you just want to peel that off, and I don't really like eating the skin like inside the clementine. Normally some people do, I know, but I don't know, it's just hard to chew sometimes. So I like to peel that off just a little bit, and if I'm really picky, depending on which one I pick, I like to cut it in half and then just take out like the nice flesh, and it's nice and juicy. Then you want to plate it up and get your tea. And this is how it looks. It's nice and brewed, and I just go about my day until lunchtime. For lunch I had these chicken sliders. This is the Gardein chicken slider brand from the supermarket. I think you can buy it from whatever supermarket is starting to get vegan products at their location. I'm not sure if Whole Foods has this brand, but I know a local supermarket in my area has it, as well as BJ's, and I think maybe Costco. Don't quote me on that, but those wholesale stores may have them. So I like to just put it in the oven and take the bread apart and just put it to the side, and then I put it back into the oven once the chicken is kind of toasted to my liking. In the meantime, I'm chopping some cucumber and onion. I like to cut the cucumber upright just so it's easier to pick up and chew when I'm ready to have it as a snack alongside my sliders. And who doesn't love red onion? I mean, red onion just goes with almost every sandwich. I like to add in some onions. Add some butter leaf lettuce to the plate to just make it all cute and everything. And I like to roll up the lettuce with the cucumbers and eat it alongside the slider. And I like to squeeze some fresh lime juice and add a little salt and pepper. And I went in with some Veganese mayo and sriracha sauce. I am a hot sauce, pepper sauce type of gal, and I love me some spices, so I can always go for some sriracha on my food. So are you going to give these a try? If so, leave me a comment in the comment section. Now we moving on to dinner, my favorite. This soup was amazing, you guys. I used 2 potatoes, yellow squash, carrot, and a green pepper. And this was the last thing your girl had in her fridge, so I had to just not let it go to waste. So why not just whip up a little soupy soup. So I just decided to peel off the skin of that yellow squash. I know some people eat the peel, but this, my friend, was not organic, so we ain't gonna eat the peel. We're gonna chop that up nicely, and I peeled the carrot, cut that up as well, and I won't bore you showing you the green pepper. So there's everything. Toss it in a pan with some oil. I think I use grapeseed oil because that's like my go-to oil these days. It works really well with high heat. And then As you know, when you're sauteing anything, you put in things as you go, let it heat, let it get soft and marinated before you throw in the next item. And after the carrots, I went ahead and put in the potatoes, let that steam a little bit as well. I added some sun-dried tomatoes. These are my favorite. They mix everything as far as like soups and marinades so flavorful. I also added onion powder, garlic powder, and this roasted veggie powder. I'll link that brand in the description box. This is like one of my go-to seasonings for veggies. It's just so fresh, it smells good, and it has a lot of good things in the ingredients. A little bit more oil because I have more veggies in the pot and everything is sizzling together and heating nicely, becoming soft, and the fragrance at this point in the kitchen is smelling really good. I just love the aroma of sauteed anything, real sauteed veggies. It smells so yummy. um so yeah, I added in the yellow squash, and then I went in the fridge and I looked for something else. I couldn't find tomato sauce, but I did find this roasted garlic and herb sauce. It wasn't enough for some pasta, so I just used the last bit to make it into the sauce. I added that and maybe 3 cups of water to cover everything in an even layer. And then I added a little bit more seasoning because, as you know, when you cook and you boil things out, the water may boil out seasoning. So just never be afraid to be generous with your seasoning for flavor. For some reason, I don't have the in-between boil of the soup, but this is the finished look and I just added crackers. I hope you like this video. Please leave me a comment, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to chatting with you in my next video. I hope you have a blessed and productive day. Talk to you soon.